Hello, once again, dear viewers, and welcome back to another Moonflower Tarot reading. And today I'm going to be channeling messages from your higher self regarding your spirit animals and tapping into any messages, news, or frequencies you might need to tap into, get control of, whether you know your spirit animal or not. Spirit animals are just certain frequencies and certain guidance we get from our divine selves and the universe at large. But if you have been manifesting a connection with a spirit animal or just in general would like to know more, I will be channeling messages for you regarding that as well. And so we have 4 piles today. We have pile 1, which is this blue selenite. Ooh, I couldn't think of it for a second. We have pile 2, which is this jade. Pile 3, we have an amethyst. Pile 4, we have the citrine. So go over to which pile you're drawn to most, take only what resonates, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help this channel out, and I appreciate you being here. So I will see you in whatever pile of your choosing. And hello, pile number 1. Thank you for being here, first of all. And I just want to say right off the bat, your spirit animal has a very watery vibe. And as I sat down to meditate and channel on this, a lot of messages came through regarding certain types of frequencies you might need to tap into or get a hold of. And a lot of it has to do with flowing and releasing control. And any song I receive will be in the description below. So your song surrounding the spirit animal or spirit guide is a song called Counting Stars by One Republic. So there is this idea that you're trying to control something in regards to a manifestation or possibly your career and maybe even your love life, but you are very much a you're a spiritual being who has a lot of water placements possibly, or just has very watery flowy energy, who's trying to take control of a physical realm you might not even know how to control, and that's okay. If you are having a hard time at this point in your life, these spirit animals are coming through to help you release control. I have a whole bunch of notes, bear with me. So some spirit guides or spirit animals that might reach out to you that you know of, take only which one resonates, because I have a whole list, and only look into them if you feel drawn to. But I have goldfish, dolphins, sand crabs, sea urchins, eels, starfish, sand dollars, and lobster. Okay, I also have to note the song Rock Lobster came up. But when we're looking at some of these, species of shellfish and crab, it has very much, yes, Cancerian vibes, but there is this very fixed, stuck in the mud energy, like really burying your head in the sand. And, there's a time and place to be on land and almost dragging your feet. And then there's a place to be resting and flowing. You don't need to keep yourself planted in the soil all the time. And the thing with crabs is and lobster, they have pointy, pinchy little claws, and if you let that side of you take control of you, you might not know what to do with yourself if you're having such a hard time loosening your grip. So call upon these creatures, these animals, to help guide you during a time in your life where you might feel like you're either losing control or you're trying to take too much control with certain efforts, especially if you're striving towards something in a career or you've been working really hard towards something lately. The phrase diamond in the rough came up. You are a diamond in the making. But the thing about diamonds that we often feel or we often hear about is that, pressure makes diamonds. And it's like, no, pressure makes diamonds, but it breaks people. Over time, we lose ourselves to the pressure we put on ourselves. And do you want to be a little crab that holds on so tight that it breaks what it wants most? Or do you want to just go with the flow and find a balance between that side of yourself that is very free spirited, watery, but also has a little bit of a hard shell? Or maybe you have a soft shell and you need help tempering that, finding a balance between two extremes, it feels like, because we have a lot of certain types of water creatures that are a mix between land and sea, and balancing that part of yourself is going to help you a lot. And that's one of the main messages coming through, why the spirit animal wants to help you to balance those softer, more magical, mystical, watery side of you with the grounded earth element of you. And it feels like you might be steered in the very much masculine, grounded energy of whatever spiritual entity you are embodying at this point. Because remember, the spirit animal is a reflection of our inner selves, and it teaches us how to align certain aspects of ourselves as well, which is important to work with many different types of spirit animals as a point of healing. Another sign that you might be seeing your spirit animal is noticing the number 5 a lot, and that has to do with change. 5 is also the 5th house, which is Leo. If you have Leo placements, you might be entering a time of your life where you're in the spotlight, or manifestations coming through are requiring a certain amount of control, but also a certain amount of freedom as well. So liberate yourself from the need to be completely intact and on top of everything at all times, because it is going to put a lot more pressure on you than you need. So these spirit animals want to help you work through your shadows as well. You might be seeing the colors green, turquoise, and purple in regards to these. Also, the starfish came up, and I I don't know if I said it or not, but the starfish just appeared again. It's about being flexible and regeneration. There's something about your old life or your old identity or mask you needed to wear that you have to let go of, and almost reassess and reorganize aspects of your life, and being the own hero of your story, and control, knowing you're in control of your own destiny. Yeah, because this is exactly what I was seeing. This spirit animal, or this watery sort of frequency, wants to help you and any spirit tribes, or your spirit family, soul family you're in contact with, to grow and blossom in a way where you don't feel like you have to like carry everything on your shoulders. It's about, I'm hearing, mitigating relief. It's about balancing between being the one who's in control of everything and being the one who is asking for help and letting go. And yes, these spirit animals basically just want to tell you they're helping you take control of the shadow aspect of you that is very much attached to this idea of being the leader and caretaker of your family, of your tribe. Because if we're talking about Cancerian energy, or Cancer, it's the 4th house, which rules over family, and being in that sticky, I believe it's a cardinal sign, which it's not completely fixed, but there is a little bit of a stubbornness. So full transparency here, there is a need to let go of a mentality that doesn't serve you, and it has to do with like dropping all this. So this is the 10 of Wands, and whenever I read this, when it's in relation to a shadow aspect of self and dealing with the need to control, it's like, drop your wands, let your family hold them. You have 9 people following behind you who will pick up each of these wands, so you don't have to carry it alone. But it's about overcoming this pride of needing to be in control of everything. So SpongeBob came up. And I heard the phrase long, tan, and handsome. So there is this need to like let go of a very dominant masculine presence within you to tap into your softer side. Like you don't need to be Mr. Long Tan and handsome. Like you can go to the prom with a whale if you know you know. You take Pearl to the prom and do the sponge. That's what you need to do. The episode of SpongeBob I'm referring to. But yeah, it's like you got to be that. Don't be Squidward. Don't be the big lobster dude. Be SpongeBob SquarePants. you know. Okay, so let's see. And now I'm hearing the song "Do the Sponge." So, check out that episode if you like that show, or um, look up that song. I don't know. I might link it in the description below. But it's like, we put your hands, stick them in the air. Okay. So yeah, just go out there and tap into the energy of these spirit guides and learn from them, research them, or just watch them. Like watch a video and just observe them in their natural habitat. What are they doing? And have fun with it. Above all else, these spirit guides just want to help you and help you embody that aspect of you. So, this has been a message from your spirit guide, pile number 1. If you felt drawn to any other piles, feel free to check them out. But if not, this is what I have for you for now. I wish you the best, and I will see you in another reading. Hello, pile number 2, my jade stone pile. If you clicked on this, then this is a message from your spirit animals. If you know them or not, it's okay. Feel free to look up these animals, look and watch videos of them online. These might just be messages regarding a frequency you need to tap into. And so when I sat down to channel messages, the first thing that came to mind was the song Welcome to the Jungle, and I will be linking, as usual, all songs I've received in the description below. Have a little mini playlist to tap you into the frequency of the spirit animal or spirit guide. And some of you might know your spirit animal or spirit guide, and some of you might not. There's a certain frequency I was channeling, and it has to do with like earth, but the earth aspect of um, like a jungle. I was seeing rainforests. I was seeing a lot of animals connected to rainforest. The movie Jungle Book came up. There's a little bit of scattered energy here. I feel like you might need to ground and obtain a certain aspect of yourself that was lost over time, perhaps in a chaotic environment. If you've been going through a little bit of chaos, then this is definitely for you. I heard the phrase, you're turning a page in this turbulent time of your life. And whatever's happening for you, or even things that are happening energetically behind the scenes, are there for your highest good. This collection of spirit animals will help you almost retrain yourself to align with a more grounded and earthy element of yourself. And the first animal that came to mind was tiger. Yeah, because I saw an image from the Jungle Book. Tiger, panthers, also bears. I heard Fozzie Bear and then Baloo, which Baloo was the friend of Mowgli from the Jungle Book, and then Fozzie Bear is from the Muppets. You might have liked those cartoons, or those are childhood favorites of yours, or you connect with Fozzie Bear. I heard Uncle Fozzie. Some of you might be older or have influential masculine father figures in your life, or uncles in your life that help you or maybe even trained you. Some of them may have passed on and appear to you as bears or animals. I heard figments of your imagination. Yeah, they could also appear to you in dreams, because it's not uncommon for spirit animals to show up almost representing the souls of our passed on relatives, like I heard deceased. Yeah. So some of you might have had family that passed on to the other side, and they can be appearing to you through animals, maybe in the wild, or maybe you start hearing sounds, and it's not necessarily imaginary. It's a side of yourself that's waking up, or an ancestor or a family member who was on the other side trying to get your attention and just wanting you to hear them and know that they're here for you. Some other animals, I'm looking at my notes. Bear with me. Bear with me. I am not a bear. Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. Leopards, orangutans, lemurs. Yeah, I Madagascar came up with King Julian. I like to move it, move it. There's a lot. Okay, so when I'm tapping into this spirit animal or spirit guide, there's a very much funny uncle energy. Is what I'm going to say. It's the cool dad of the group. You might have that vibe in you. You might be needing to tap into your divine masculine, whether you identify as male or female. The divine masculine is very much a wise, happy-go-lucky sort of frequency. Yeah, I was shown an image of Uncle Iroh from Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's that vibe. It's balancing the inner child, but with that very strong masculine energy. Excuse me. Yeah, I just felt very grounded. Like sitting in front of Uncle Iroh and just having a cup of tea and just talking about it. It's very zen. It's calm. It's. I also heard muted. Let's see. This also bears, pigs, oxes, and alligators, which is interesting because I'm getting more like the light and softer side of those animals. Uh, for those of you who follow Chinese or Eastern astrology, the year of the water pig might be, or earth pig might be significant if you have family or friends or if you were born in those years. The year of the ox as well. Yeah, because I felt myself very much slow down. I also saw an image of a candle being lit. If you use or light candles to honor and respect ancestors or at your altars, lighting a candle and blowing it out and asking for help and protection, a song came up that is actually from the soundtrack, I believe, of George of the Jungle. So with Brendan Fraser, and it's I believe it, yeah, it's called Della, and it's there might be a soulmate connection you're calling in, and the spirit guide is helping you with that if you've been wanting that, or calling in soul family, because there's this feeling like you're an alien within your. Oh, that's beautiful. 3 2, like 3 2 1. You're on your way towards whatever you might be manifesting, a soul family or soul tribe. It's possible that, like Tarzan or like George of the Jungle, you feel like you were raised by people who loved you, but you felt like there was something more out there for you. Like you didn't feel like you didn't belong, but you knew that you were different. You could have been raised by a very healthy and happy family, which would actually make sense with this idea of a grounded uncle energy. You might have been focusing a lot on either grounding yourself or tapping in that side of you if you don't have any family members like that, but it just feels like you have this peace of mind in you already, but it's about connecting with others who resonate at that frequency. And yeah, I'm just getting the sense that you're reconnecting with those who love you and accept you as you are, and bridging two very drastically like opposite worlds, but they blend together beautifully. It's like Tarzan and Jane. And then, you just have this very much loving presence around you. And that's what this spirit animal wants to guide you with, because a lot of these animals I'm seeing have a sense of groundedness, but love of community. I feel like the pack. like being a big brother. And that's the other thing with Mowgli. I think that's a common theme I'm seeing with here. It's you might have been, maybe you were adopted. Oh, maybe if you were adopted, oh, okay, if you come from a foreign country or you were like, let's say maybe you had ancestors in like Asia or China or even Japan or Colorado. Woo, okay. Excuse me. Okay, please excuse me. I had a little bit of a laughing fit because I just very confidently said, or Colorado, which the only reason I found it funny because it's not a foreign off land to me, but it is entirely possible that some of you are from Colorado or you had family from Colorado and you were adopted in another country or vice versa. If you came from like even the Midwest or you have family from another country. But I'm getting this sense that wherever you are, because I'm getting more like Central East Asia, uh, yeah, or northern Canada. So there's a lot of people maybe tapping into this frequency. Take it if it resonates, but it feels like you have a lot of friends and family or ancestors from all over the globe. Yeah, I heard the theme for the Harlem Globe Trotters. So there's a sense of just very pure, calm, grounded, but also free spirited energy. And these ancestors and spirit guides want you to tap into that side of you, to go out there more and travel and embrace both worlds. Because just because you're adopted doesn't mean you're any less part of both families. Both are your family. We're all connected. We're all family, not by blood, but by spirits. We are God experiencing itself. We are brothers and sisters. So just because you embody in a physical way the blood of a certain ancestry line doesn't mean that these people who gave you a home and loved you and cherished you as you were are not any less family. They're both. And I think it's important to know that both sides of you must be explored as well. And if you were adopted and you feel called to go to the country where your family came from or a country of origin or even visit them, this spirit guide wants to help you. If you want to make or even break contact with a family of origin that you had that overseas or far away, like they want to help you with regards to family for ease of your soul. This spirit guide wants you to be more in tune with all those aspects of you and love yourself as you are, because both worlds may seem somewhat contradictory or opposite, but when they blend together they make you, and that's who you are on a soul level. And in a way, both families kind of equal each other. Equal opposites attract and they blend and they make a beautiful concoction. It's not oil and water. It's, you know, what is oil and water without an emulsifier? It's you are the egg and the aioli. You make the mayonnaise mix. So just bear that in mind, is that you have if you know anything about cooking, emulsifier is basically this chemical component that takes two things that don't normally mix and forms them together, just like oil and water and like mayonnaise. So that's why that came up. You are that egg. You are the thing that is hatching that takes these things that don't seem to mix and blending them together to make this beautiful concoction. And I feel like that is part of your destiny, because then you teach the world how to strike that balance. You teach the world that it's okay, that everyone can be part of this beautiful family. And bringing yourself into union is going to help these things like 3 2 2 3. We go together. We're in order. So that's what I have for you today, dear viewers. Thank you for tuning in once again. If you feel drawn to any of the other piles, feel free to check them out. If not, and let me know in the comments if this has been helpful for you, if you like more of these readings. But until then, I will see you in another video. Hello, pile number 3. And if you chose this amethyst, then this is a message from your spirit animal or your higher self regarding a frequency that you might need to get in tune with. And these spirit animals or spirit guides will help you if you so choose to look them up or research them. Even watching videos of them might help you. I will also have in the description below a whole bunch of songs I get downloaded so you can tap into this frequency if it will help you. Some of you might know who your spirit animals are. If they don't um, resonate with this pile, that's okay. But also keep in mind that there might be certain energies or frequencies coming through to help you, because we don't just have one spirit animal, because we are, multifaceted beings who can uphold a whole range of frequencies. So one of the aspects of this was very interesting, because I got an image when I first sat down to do this reading of very icy blue, misty colors, and then the top of a mountain. And I was specifically taken to either Mount Everest or Kilimanjaro. If there are certain connections to those regions, if you have ancestors from those areas, there might also be just a significant connection to those mountains for you. Overcoming obstacles, yeah, Miley Cyrus's The Climb has come up. It feels like you're reaching a peak in your life or a transitional point where you have kind of overcome a lot of old manifestations to let in new ones, because some of the manifestations we often let in if we come from a place of being still wounded or not yet doing the healing work. They don't reflect what our soul truly needs or wants. So if you are trying to manifest a specific job or career and you find yourself on top, you might find that it either no longer aligns with you or your purpose in life, or the reason why you were trying to manifest it in the first place was to feel more in control, or it was just emblematic of a certain pattern behavior that might have been, I'm hearing, problematic to you. And it feels like if you already are in this frequency, you are aware and about to release this, or are going to hit a breaking point. Some of you might be at that already, no matter where you are. There was a sense of loneliness, like overcoming this. But in a way, it feels like you're kind of willingly in this space, overcoming a downward spiral. It feels more peaceful, like you finally made it to this point of awareness, maybe even enlightenment, because it feels like the hermit card in tarot. Like, you're not alone, you have help. But for some of you, you're taking this holy pilgrimage to higher heights than you knew was possible, and it feels more peaceful. Like, if you've gone through a lot of stress recently, you're going to feel that relief soon. So I'm also hearing angels around you, or might be appearing more if you've been tapping into that angel magic. Some of the colors, yeah, were like pale blue or gray, or like a little bit more desaturated version of this amethyst. So an old part of you is fading away. The songs that came up that I will link in the description below, The Islander by Nightwish. This is a long forgotten light at the end of the world. And there's a sense of like peacefulness, but it's bittersweet. It's like, yeah, because there's a line, the albatross was flying, making him daydream about a time before all there was sea. So albatrosses, seagulls might be important. This idea of a long journey home, definitely, because I was getting a mix of both air and like icy watery energies with this spread. And yeah, in a moment of pause and slow down, polar bears might actually, ooh, I started feeling very like calm and sleepy. Okay, I just saw a flash on this card. This one is going to be important. Give me a second. To eagles, crows, loons, a lot of like birds, but like water birds are coming up. Yeah, I think that's mostly it. What I'm seeing, I'm just seeing like very much serene. And if you ever heard the sound of a loon, it's like very like eerie and mysterious. And I feel like you're at this pause in your life Because I just saw, okay, I saw a rune, and I believe, I forget what it's called. I believe it's the ice rune, and it has to do with this like slow down, pause, bridge. I'm not as familiar with runes, so you might want to comment in the description below if that resonates with you, because I just saw it. I believe it's called the Isla. I don't remember, but I just saw that, and it's stirring an area in your life where you're pausing. Yeah, finding tranquility and inner peace. Puffins, storks, transfiguration. If those of you have been studying or learning to be priests and priestesses, okay, I just felt this very watery, peaceful energy in my stomach. And now I'm seeing an otter floating on its back. That's what I feel you're either in right now, or this spirit animal wants to help you imbibe this, because I just feel like I'm drifting off to sleep. Like oh, yeah, now I'm getting the chills. This is very beautiful. Yeah, Caribbean Blue is a song that's coming up. The other song is a song called True. And one of the lines that really sounded loudly in my mind's eye was, "This is the sound of my soul." You want the truth to be said, you want the truth to be known, but it's the truth about you. Like you bought a ticket to the world and you're coming home again. There's this sense of, I've been there, done that, explored it, bought the ticket, bought the t-shirt, coming back home, and now I'm seeing an image of a t-shirt with an onion on it. Like there's many layers that you had to go through to get to your inner truth. And none of them were bad. They were all good, but they might not have been good for you. And it's like, well, there's another mountain, and I'm going to enjoy my time climbing. But it feels like you're paying your respects to a life that was good for you at one point, but now is overstayed its welcome. So it's like out with the old, in with the new, but you're coming back to your sense of self, and it's very peaceful. I'm just going to say, I'm so proud of you. If you've overcome a lot of wounds, it's safe to say you're going to have a very happy time moving forward. And these spirit animals want to help you, because the thing about the albatross is that it can, well, I heard climb, but it can fly over long distances without like food or water. And when it gets to land, there's a sense of peace, of needing to rest. But like you've overcome a lot of obstacles and learned your differences, and you know, it may have sacrificed a lot along the way, but there's this peacefulness that comes with this respite, this pause of just seeing, getting a good view of where you are, and just enjoying it for once, enjoying the view and realizing, I climbed, I used to only be able to climb 200 feet, and look at me, I'm on the tallest mountain in the world. And maybe you have to let go of those high heights, but you might go to the next mountain and enjoy the next phase. And that's what I'm seeing. This is what you are going into, or you're moving forward into, because now I'm seeing the Empress card in conjunction with this King of Hearts. You might even be falling in love with yourself all over again, which is attracting more love to you. And if those of you have been using candle magic lately, you know, burn a candle at your altar, at a table, specifically for you to grow and shine. And whatever frequency you reside in at the moment is going to turn into a higher vibration just by you sitting in this. And if you wish to call upon those specific animals, or even just nurture the side of you that is or has overcome a lot of these obstacles, take this time, envelop yourself in this empathy, and laugh at the irony of building your castle just to tear it down so the world can show you the ego that is slowly dying, and freeing you from those seeds planted in you a long time ago. You are rebuilding a new castle, and you are getting everything you ever wanted and desired. Because sometimes, you know, you make a castle in a swamp and you tear it down and you build it up again and then you have to tear it down. And it's like sometimes you just realize, well, maybe I should move locations. Would it be better to build a castle in a place that's not right for you, that just keeps crumbling? Or make your way to a new world, a new environment, find peace within you and decide, I am not going to build my foundation or my throne room on this land I know is not sustainable or will not be grounded. You are building your castle in a place you know is right for you and you know will stand the test of time. And that comes with a sense of inner peace and healing, because even if that castle fails again, you will not. You will not fall. You have the wisdom and experience to know that you will be okay and you can climb another mountain and you will be able to find peace wherever you go. And that is the biggest gift that you can acquire in life. And I'm just so happy for you and so proud of you, my loves. And I want to thank you for being here and sharing this energy with me, because it has kind of given me a little bit of peace more than you know. So I just want to thank you for that. And whatever happens next, you know, spirit, your higher self, and these guides will be with you. So call upon them, tap into them, or just take a nice, needed vacation and day off for yourself, pamper yourself, and give yourself the love that you give to the world, and the world will pay you back. So thank you once again for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you in another reading. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose this beautiful honey calcite, then this is for you. Now, I just want to say this pile has a drastically different vibe than any of the others, and it's very much different. So I am so happy to be reading for you. I'm still kind of recovering from the last pile I did. Um, it was very calm, but it's so interesting how everyone's energy is so different. So let me just say that there's a lot of fire earth energy here, vibrancy, maybe Sagittarius, even scorpionic energy. There's a sense of transmutation and flow, as well as very much Aquarian, like even Pisces, like humanitarian energy, like passion, but passion for a fellow human being, humankind, and maybe even animals. You might be animal activists. Whether or not these spirit guides resonate with you or these spirit animals resonate with you, that's okay. Some of them might just need you to tap into their frequency to help you align with something in your life. But if overall nothing in this pile resonate with you, there might be other that you are drawn to, because I kind of right off the bat was mentioning others. So you could be drawn to more than one pile depending on what you're going through or trying to achieve in your life right now. And I will say, whatever you're manifesting is coming through to you very clearly, and it wants you to manifest it. Your goals, the highlights of your life. The music I receive, I will put in the description below. You have a lot of songs attached to your energy, so I will honor that. And let's see. The main vibe was burn. Oh, what is it called? Ooh, beds are burning. Sorry. I was caught up in a whirlwind energy for a moment right now. Beds are burning by Burning the Midnight Oil. I believe that's the name of the band. I was taken immediately to Australia, like the outback. And, you know, so maybe some parts of the Sahara or Serengeti, but I was mostly taken to like, or even, okay, South Africa for some of you. I was immediately taken to the outback, like Australia. I think at time of recording, if any of you are from Australia, well, thank you for watching. If you're at time of recording, I believe the Northern Hemisphere is in summer and you guys are in winter. So there's a sense of turning as well. Like how can we dance when the earth is turning? But it's more of an environmental message, ecological. And there's a certain type of activism energy I'm getting from this, a frequency, and it could be both humanitarian but also animal efforts. If you're battling like climate change or working on that, either in your field or just as a side project, passionately advocating for the world at large, kangaroo is your spirit, because there is this very much both divine masculine and feminine energy, especially with marsupials. I feel more that there is this like very much nurturing motherly energy, but will absolutely kick your butt. That's the vibe I'm getting here. It's like, you don't mess with me and my kid. Hold on. Nope, that's it. Yeah, in case you didn't know, I believe is a baby. No, it's a joey. Sorry, a kid is a baby goat. Goats might also be one of your other spirit animals. It's like, but no, it really is that. The joey is a baby kangaroo or wallaby. Uh, me. So I think, yeah, goats, you don't mess with me and my kid. This, I'm gonna kick your butt. Like, absolutely gonna start a fight. I might end up cutting this a little short, so I apologize because there's a lot going on right now around me, energetically. So let's see if I can get this out. Yeah, I will mostly be linking songs in the description below just to get you to tap into this. So let me list all the energies coming through, because I did actually sit down and channel this, but it is a little bit more intense than I was expecting. And I'm just going to say, good for you. We need that energy right now. We need both the motherly and a kick ass energy in the world at large. So, kangaroos, scorpions, ostriches, the shoebill, um, a cassowary. So definitely look up these animals and look up the sounds that these animals make, because the shoebill and the cassowary, if you listen to that, that's what I'm getting from you. That's the vibe. It's like you like, oh look, why can't I hug it if it's not friend shaped? And it's like only the real ones can hug you. Like, that's the vibe. It's like, you're not aggressive, you're not like domineering, but you protect your own. And if your own is the brothers and sisters of this planet who are being marginalized or who are being oppressed, you are going to embody that. Like, don't mess with the cassowary. Like, that's a living dinosaur. Like, don't go near it. But you're not a danger or a threat, but it's about tapping into the side of you that is more vocal and wanting to be an advocate. Like, you are a worthy adversary, but you are not punishing the people who are messing with your tribe or messing with your family. The sun bear might also be a significant animal, red panda as well. And the colors that I'm seeing associated with your aura and these spirit animals, yeah, I'm getting a lot of like fire and air too as well. And there might be a need to ground yourself more and temper that energy, temper both sides of you, and be a little bit less angry. When it comes to being more passionate. And maybe these songs will help you to find that balance and not pick a fight, because you really don't want to do it. It's like, you can peacefully and aggressively protest, but don't be like really like sandstorm level of that, because now, yeah, I was seeing like, I don't remember the name of the plateau, but there's like this red and orange, like sand in the outback, I believe. um I just saw an image of that. Yes, hold on. Yeah, there's a lot of fire. I'm feeling it in my solar plexus mostly. Like, I went from my belly feeling like it was cool, and now I feel like there's stomach acid there. There is this need to kind of tame that flame within you, but not extinguish it. Find a way to temper your energy. Like, if you're dealing with a lot of overload in your life, and maybe even dealing with some anger and hostility from people that you are like advocating on behalf of, or even if you are dealing with a group of people that has a low tolerance for whistleblowers, interceptors, or people who are trying to, you know, Yeah, okay, no, just settle down, settle down. You are in control of yourself and your reaction. If you're in a more reactionary mode, these spirit animals want to help you calm down and ground yourself. You might want to tap into pile number two, only if you feel called to it, because that pile, those spirit guides actually have that frequency that might balance this side of you out very well. Um, if you like to, if not, that's okay. Channeling this frequency is necessary for you to be able to step into your power, but also balance like having that. Because I keep hearing the phrase, you're taking the throne, reclaiming what is your own, but also this idea of this is their land, give it back. And you can take that and apply that to whatever is going on in your life. And I'm also seeing, in a way, you might be dealing with humanitarian efforts. You might even be in the Philippines, East Asia, Australia. If you are in those regions that this spirit guide wants to help you, these spirit animals want you to know you are protected and guided. But tempering that flame and that side of you that is very much riled up and angry is going to make you a more efficient, productive, and effective manager of whatever humanitarian team or whatever activist community you are part of. Find a way to temper that flame, but don't let it burn out or so strong. Find yourself in the middle where you create that light, that spark that causes a whole bunch of other people to follow you into the darkness and light their own flames, and not have the world burn down, but to be illuminated by the starlight that you are inspiring to action. And, release those parts of you that feel like if you fail this cause, you are a failure on this earth, which you are not. The fact that you have this passion in you alone means you've succeeded. You are passionate and you love your fellow human beings and all these animals. You have already won because you have that light in you. Do not let that spark die, but forgive yourself and give yourself some grace when you can't overcome the demons of others, when you can't save that koala that is being locked in a house, when you can't, tame a kangaroo. Just tame that side of you, but let your spirit be free. So I hope this resonated with you, and I hope